What songs should Bon Jovi perform live on their Forever Tour in 2026? This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and for those that have been following my channel, been following the news media outlets, so far there's only as you know the dates in Madison Square Garden, which are done now to 9 shows, and heard it overseas now in Wembley that got up to at least 2 or 3 shows, and I know there's another one in Ireland and Scotland. That's besides the point, but now coming around live finally to do some shows for the Forever album. We want to hear new music, of course, live, and Mr. Morrison is going to say what songs he feels Bon Jovi should perform live on this tour. At least from the new album, definitely Red, White, and Jersey, Legendary, Living Proof, and We Made It Look Easy, definitely, and even if they bring in more like Walls of Jericho and the People's House, it would be great. Definitely want to hear them do new songs, definitely. And classic songs you want to hear from Bon Jovi, one that he stopped doing for a while, and hopefully he brings it back somehow. Runaway, definitely want to hear Runaway from the first album. Would love to hear something from the second album, In and Out of Love. That's probably slim and none. From Slippery When Wet, we already know Living on a Prayer is played out, and I can honestly care less about Living on a Prayer because that song doesn't do much for me these days. But you love a bad name. Would love to hear I Die For You, the deep cut. You know what they're gonna do, Raise Your Hands. You know how it is. Love to hear them bring Let It Rock back, but we know that's not gonna happen. From the New Jersey album, definitely Born to Be My Baby. It's been what do you call it? A concert filling at the shows for a very long time. It's always been there. And the other songs that they do from that album, I don't even remember what they do off of to keep the faith. I mean, not to keep the faith. I haven't get to that one yet. The New Jersey album, but definitely Born to Be My Baby. Oh, Bad Medicine. They're definitely gonna do. And so that there you go. Then we go into Keep the Faith. They usually always do the title track. Sometimes I Sleep When I'm Dead. Maybe they did Pull Out a Deep Cut like In These Arms Again, which they did a long, long, long time ago. From the next album they did, um, These Days. Wasn't that much into that album, but This Ain't a Love Song is too slow for them to perform live because they have so many ballads already. Would love to hear something else off that album, but we don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe something for the pain. I do not want to hear the title track from These Days because I'm going to have to go get coffee at the concession stands, if you know what I'm saying. And of course, from the first grade, it's always in someday I'll be Saturday night. Usually they've had done those live, but who knows anymore? Of course, of course, you want to hear that song, It's My Life. And that is definitely a great song from Bon Jovi. They've called it, some people have called it a comeback song and all, but who the hell knows? Why was it a comeback? I always thought it was a great song off the Crush album. So was Just Older. Would like to hear both of those songs live. Bounce, they don't do anything live up for Bounce anymore. Haven't done it since the tour. But would love to hear the title track Bounce or the song Undivided. And then after that, what happened? What's we're trying to think? After that album, I believe was Have a Nice Day, and Have a Nice Day, of course. The song Have a Nice Day. What the fuck's the name of the goddamn album? This always happens to me. Or for the Bon Jovi thing, of the Bon Jovi album, of that song is Have a Nice Day, like I said, and another song off that album which I do like is the song it's the same. Actually, I apologize. It's the same album. I actually forgot it was called Have a Nice Day. Um, that song and another great song off that album is Last Man Standing with Bon Jovi. I've seen him open for live as well. Lost Highway, definitely would love to see them do Make a Memory. Would love to hear that. Who knows if they'll do We've Got It Going anymore, but that would be cool. Then from the Circle, we weren't born to follow. That's definitely a given. Definitely want to hear that one live. And well, the songs they can do live off that album, which I know they've done. When We Were Beautiful, was Superman Tonight. We'd love to hear them do Love's the Only Rule live as a deep cut, but who the hell knows what if that's going to happen. I'm gonna say it's not gonna happen. Then the album, of course, What About Now? They do anything live off their album, which I don't think is going to happen these days at this point. Because we can would be great for them to perform live. We know more than likely that's not going to happen. And then of course, Burning Bridges, we're not going to hear any songs live from. From This House Is Not For Sale, I wouldn't mind hearing the title track. I wouldn't mind them doing the title track live, and there's other great songs on there, which include When We Were Us, as well as Knockout and Born Again Tomorrow. But who knows? Maybe they'll even add Roller Coaster in there. Which funny thing is, I did hear it at a Lidl supermarket when I was shopping with Janaki. And of course, from the 2020 album, definitely got to hear Limitless. I'm saying they're going to still do something from that album. We'd love to hear Limitless. And would definitely wouldn't mind hearing Do What You Can. Hopefully, he does not do American Reckoning. I know it's about the George Floyd thing, but it's not my thing. It's nothing against what happened, but I'd rather not hear it perform live. He has done it live before. Brothers in Arms would be nice to hear as well as Let It Rain. And then I mentioned about the most recent album, Forever. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else has to subscribe. We thank you much for the continued love, honor, and support. It's greatly appreciated. Of course, the song Forever is off the legendary edition of Forever, the Red, White, and Jersey song. And, like I said, 4 or 5 songs off that album would be very cool to perform live. So, friends, what songs do you think Bon Jovi should perform live in 2026 on their Forever tour? What are your thoughts? Shame, shame, shame